Hello and welcome to another update video on Link. The price is currently moving up in an uptrend here, basically. Yeah, you could say from the August 2024 low even, but that would be too simple because this whole thing is rather a range. But I would say there is a potential that an uptrend had started in April because we can identify a 5-wave move up. Why do I not say the trend started really in 2024? Because it's a 3-wave move up and we need 5 waves, 5 waves to really, get some clarity that a trend is up indeed. And so far, this structure has developed nicely in line with expectations because we had a corrective pullback, basically a 3-wave move down that held a higher low. And now an impulsive looking advance, but only in 3 waves so far. So there is much more to prove, and there are certain support levels that we are tracking on the smaller time frame that help us track the trend. Because as long as micro support levels are holding, the overall focus can be on higher prices. But you don't see these micro support levels on this time frame here. They are visible in our 1-hour chart, which I will share with you in a couple of minutes. Just wanted to highlight, what if we break below some of these support levels, yeah? What if we break below some of these support levels? Would everything collapse, and are we then in the bear market? No. If we break micro support on the smaller time frame, it just means that the immediate uptrend is likely done, and that we need a larger pullback before we can continue to go higher, and the market might need to make another attempt. Because the focus will then shift to the larger support areas that you see here on the daily time frame. So we have micro support, which keeps the direct trend up intact, yeah. And then we have the smaller time frame. Then we have the larger time frame support levels, which are kind of like a fallback option if the price cannot hold higher lows in our micro structures, yeah. So in that case, then, I mean, what would be the next best bullish option should the market break below upper micro support? Next best bullish option would be here potentially a broader triangle pattern. Yeah, the idea is currently that a B wave bottomed in April, but if we can't hold a higher low, hold above our micro support levels, yeah, then it might very well be that this B wave is unfolding as a triangle, and a triangle is a 5-wave move like that. A, B, C, D, E. Higher lows and lower highs. So if we can't break out now and then form a higher low in the next pullback, but a deep pullback, but still a higher low, then it could be a triangle. So we'll talk about that when it really becomes something that we can focus on primarily. But for now, I give the price the chance to basically, form a low in the current region and continue its move higher. The next resistance levels are at around $23.14, and then we've got $30.98 as next upside resistance levels and breakout points. Looking at the shorter time frame for Link, what we can track here on the smaller time frame is a potential upside reversal from our micro support zone. So I promised you we're going to talk about a little bit about these micro support zones, and what we have on this chart is a support zone that's between $16.08 and $18.17. We are currently in this support zone. Actually, we entered this zone and have seen a first reaction. So it's very much possible that we now start the 5th wave to the upside. However, what I want to see next is a break out of the corrective price channel to the upside. That is still missing. We haven't seen enough upside structure to really confirm a low is in. It looks more like a 3-wave move up to me. Doesn't look so much like 5 waves up, so it is very much possible that we get another low. The market could handle one more low while still holding a wave 4 here, which means we could still track this uptrend that I just shared with you on the larger time frame, the immediate uptrend, even with one more low. But then $16.08 really needs to hold. We want to avoid a decisive break below that level. For now, the local uptrend might have begun. That's what I'm tracking. But as I said, I cannot yet identify a 5-wave move up. It looks a little bit more like 3 waves. A, B, C. Well, actually, it's a pretty clear 3-wave move. So that might turn into a diagonal or whatever, but I need to give the market a little bit more time to prove it actually bottomed. Now, further evidence for actually a low in place would, well, be a break above that B wave high at $18.64, and then the X wave high at $19.55. If we get there, we will also have broken out of the upper boundary line of the corrective price channel. That in itself would already be a confirmation that something's changing because the local, let's say, downtrend in this correction, right? This corrective pullback, this correction is basically constrained by this corrective price channel. So breaking out of a corrective price channel indicates that something is changing, right? So yeah, that trend line is coming in currently at around $19.20. We need to see if the bulls can generate some upside momentum today. Further upside would be needed from here to keep this upside reversal attempt intact. That's the update on Link. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, I invite you to join us on X for additional updates. So feel free to join us here. We're building a community over here as well. I'll put the link in the comment section. You get additional updates here. You can also let us know in the pinned post here on our channel which coins you want analyzed. Throughout the day, I'll pop in and check out a few and analyze. And so you can also ask questions, discuss with the community. Check it out. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the update. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.